KQKI News, I'm Brady Borrell coming to you live from the St. Mary Parish Courthouse where local officials have just met. They had a virtual meeting with the National Weather Service and also with the officials on the east end of the parish. And so we do have Jimmy Broussard. He is with the Office of Emergency Preparedness here in St. Mary Parish. Jimmy, of course, we did get a mixed bag of news. It looks like it still is headed towards St. Mary Parish, maybe landfall around Centerville tomorrow afternoon. Right now, the winds are still, yep, there you go. You see the path right there. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and there you go. You can see the path now if you're watching online. Of course, those of you who are listening on KQKI, you can take our word for it. The chart does say it looks like right at Centerville. Of course, right now, good news is it has not strengthened. Still staying at around 65.
Right. It's still at 65 right now, but it is expected to strengthen to a Category 1 hurricane, which could be about 90 miles an hour. We're expecting wind gusts to be sustained in the Morgan City area between 30 and 50 miles an hour, somewhere up in that range. But you will have wind gusts. You know, the gust of winds that come all the time is about 90 miles an hour. It can get up to that speed. So that's going to be bad for the trees and everything else and blow things around. So we have to be cognizant, pick up everything in the yards, your lawn furniture and all of that. Good thing, though, is that the storm is traveling at a good pace and that it should clear by Thursday during the day. And that's good for us.
Yeah, they did say that it is a pretty fast-moving storm. And so what else can you say as far as preparations? I know the floodgates are closed. Mainly now that it looks like if it stays on this track, Morgan City area, Amelia area would be on that northeast quadrant. What can you say? I know the Bayou Chene floodgate has been closed to protect from flood waters.
Yes, that's correct. We will have some surge coming in. The Chapalaya River, the water may come up and cover the dock or whatever. We don't expect it to get too much higher. The levee district has been working on that a whole lot this week to get our areas protected. The Bayou Chene Bridge barge is in place. That's going to protect a good bit. All the floodgates that we need to close are closed at this time to match the water level as predicted to come in. All the levees are in good shape right now, and the floodgates have been closed on the east end of the parish and the west end, the Bayou Teche Bridge in Baldwin, and the floodgates, Hanson Canal, and what other location? Baldwin Canal has floodgates along the navigational canal to protect the companies and the water from coming in towards Franklin. And all the water pumps in the area, they pumped everything down real good. For any rain that we do get, it won't be as bad as what it could be in water levels.
All right, thank you very much, Jimmy. We're going to see who else we can bring in. I'd like to get Senator Allen and Vinny if possible. We're going to try to bring in State Senator Robert Allen and State Rep Vinny St. Blanc, if they don't mind. We're also waiting on Sheriff Gary Driscoll as well. Here comes Senator Robert Allen to join us. Senator, if you can come stand over right here, and State Rep Vinny St. Blanc. On a state level, I know you guys have been in touch with the state officials. I'm sure especially GOSEP. What are they doing on the state level to prepare?
Look, it's all about getting prepared ahead of time, making sure we have equipment, waters, everything in place ahead of time. That's the main thing we've been focused on, is because we're looking at some storm surge. We're looking at getting the high water trucks ahead of time, getting the generators ahead of time. That way we're prepared.
Yeah, state, we get everything done before, so as soon as it happens, right after, we'll have everything. And we've been getting phone calls. We got hundreds and hundreds of teams that are ready to come feed, bring water, anything. He's got more phone calls. I got more. He's got the president of the Senate that says that they're going to be here. I got the Speaker of the House and called me twice. I don't know how many times Cameron called him. We are ready, the state. We are very well prepared in St. Mary Parish. I went to a meeting the other night, and we're far above any other ones. I think we've been through so much here, and what we have done, what we've set up, and we're ready.
Senator, I know that Governor Landry declared a state of emergency yesterday. Today, he requested an emergency declaration from President Biden's administration. What does that do for our state?
Yeah, look, it does a lot of things, especially for federal dollars after a storm. So hopefully that comes in soon. But talked with the governor and his team this morning, and as Representative St. Blanc said, the governors and the whole state is going.
All right, well, thank you very much. If we can also get Parish President Sam Jones in. Thank you very much, State Senator Robert Allen, State Representative Vinnie St. Blanc. President Jones, this is definitely not your first rodeo. You've been through a lot of these, especially Katrina, Rita. How is the parish ready for this one?
I think my first one was 1965. It's been a while. This one, I don't want to downplay it because it's still a serious thing. It's not the worst. It's not the best, but we're going to work our way through it. And you've seen by talking to the people here how much preparation we've done, plus the building of the blockades and all that we've done all across the river during the years I was in Baton Rouge, and Senator Allen was here too. That's something that they don't have in most other places.
Absolutely. We're definitely fortunate in St. Mary Parish. I was telling some family members that earlier, that we're definitely fortunate to be protected. So thank you very much for your work, and I think we're ready.
Thank you very much, and everybody be safe.
All right. Thank you very much, Parish President Sam Jones. Now I want to bring in St. Mary Parish Sheriff Gary Driscoll. Sheriff, of course, not the best of news for maybe folks in, let's say, in the unincorporated area in the east side, let's say Amelia, being on that east end, more rain, more wind. What is the Sheriff's Office doing to get ready?
Well, we already got our emergency vehicles ready and prepped, chainsaws, boats, high water vehicles. We're ready for any kind of incident that may take place, rescues, things of that nature. We're going to have extra patrols out during the day and night, and we're going to be ready for anything.
Of course, it's getting a little late. Let's say if someone is not comfortable staying where they are, is now the time to leave? And if they don't, what should they do?
Absolutely. Now's the time to leave. Leave while you have time. Be aware of your surroundings and keep up with the local news. They give you good information that can help save your life or help you in a situation like this.
And what can they do to make the jobs of law enforcement easier?
Just stay inside. Once the storm hits, stay inside. There's so many hazards out there, down power lines, trees, things of that nature. Let us do our jobs, all the first responders, and that would help us out tremendously.
All right. Thank you very much, St. Mary Parish Sheriff Gary Driscoll.
Thank you.
And, of course, to basically recap, they did say earlier on the National Weather Service call that the eye wall is starting to develop once again. The good news is that it still remains around 65 miles per hour as a tropical storm. Francine only has about 24 hours now to intensify, but it's still forecast to become a Category 1 hurricane. They do have some pretty good confidence that it will not strengthen to a Cat 2. It's not impossible, but they're pretty much setting their sights on a Category 1 at this time. Now, they did say the official track should come in around Centerville if it would hold to where it is now. However, that could shift farther to the east. But if the track would continue on at where it is now, it would most likely come in somewhere around between Morgan City and Franklin, perhaps, let's say, around Centerville. But that could shift to the east. They are expecting a storm surge between 5 to 10 feet. Of course, we are under that hurricane warning and storm surge warning. As far as potential winds, anywhere between 74 to 110 miles per hour, but they are expecting the peak winds to be around 6 p.m. Wednesday evening at around 91 miles per hour. As far as rainfall, 6 to 8 inches expected, possibly up to 10 inches isolated. The highest rain chances will begin around 3 a.m. in the morning and then maybe taper off after 9 p.m. tomorrow evening. But they do, going back to the winds, they do expect the sustained winds to be around 45 to 60 miles per hour throughout the day. And we also want to let you know that you can keep your eye out that the National Guard troops are going to be stationed at the Morgan City Auditorium. They will have high water vehicles ready to go if need be. So that's pretty much it from us here at the St. Mary Parish Courthouse. Again, once we get additional information, we will pass that along to you here on KQKI 95.3 FM, as well as the KQKI Digital Video Network. And don't forget, you can download the KQKI smartphone app for Android, iPhone, and iPad. You can listen live to KQKI 95.3 FM. We do have that category for Tropical Storm Francine. You can tap that on the menu and get the latest updates. And of course, make sure you enable your notifications. That way, we will send you notifications when we get updates from our local officials. Coming to you live from the St. Mary Parish Courthouse, I'm Brady Borrell for KQKI News, your local news leader.